everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am back with another layout for the JustNick design team, and today I'm using the cut file called My Heart, and I will leave a link down below for it if you're interested in getting this beautiful cut file. Now, as you saw on the top right hand corner of the screen just now, I duplicated the heart 5 times, and I just randomly placed the hearts underneath each other, the words heart underneath each other, the words, and then I welded the words together so that they could form one cut file, and then I just cut them out with some plain smooth white cardstock. And today I'm going to be using the Whimsical collection from Paige Evans, and you can see I'm just going through the papers there to see what I can use, and you can see I still have so much of this collection left. I mean, I have made almost about 10 layouts with this collection, and I still have so much left. So I've decided to use that diagonal rainbow pinstripe as my background. I really like the effect that that gives, and just the little bit of color that those pinstripes add is very sweet. I really like that. So I decided I'm going to be backing this cut file, and at that stage I still thought I would back the whole cut file, and I've got one of these sheets left, and you can see that it's smaller because I used the sheet to frame another layout, and that was the bit that I gutted from the sheet that I used to frame. So I'm just going to be cutting those little bits into pieces and to see what I could use to back my cut file. Now, these aren't going to be enough to back the bits that I would like to back. So I am going to be going into my 6x6 paper pad to choose some more little bits that I've offcuts and so on, and little scrap pieces of paper that I still have from there that I'm going to be using to back the rest of this. Now, what I did was I decided I didn't want to back the entire cut file, so I only backed the first, the third, and the fifth word. So the second and the fourth words I left in their glorious nakedness. They aren't backed. So and this did, you know, the cut file backing did take a little bit, so I'm not going to be showing you everything, but I'm just going to be showing you how I started and the first 2 letters. So I'm going to be taking I think it's that red with the little pink crosses on it. It's not a red, it's like a cerise pink with the crosses on it, and I'm just going to be adding some glue to the back of my cut file and adding it directly onto that little swatch of paper. And then for the E, I wanted to use something more bold and something not color on color, so I thought that the blue with the stars on would be perfect. So as well, I'm going to be adding some glue to the back of the E, just a little bit of glue, not a lot. I mean, a little bit goes a long way in this sense, and the cut file is very thin. So and there you go. There you see I've now backed my cut file, and you'll see the backing. I did the first, the third, and the fifth heart, left the second and the fourth open, and this is the photo that I'm going to be using. It's of my daughter Emma. She was about 2, and it's of she's sitting with her granny, my mother-in-law, and you can see that I fussy cut that floral cluster out from one of the other pattern papers from the Whimsical collection as well, and those floral clusters are quite massive, so they make quite a statement on a layout, and they are quite enough floral embellishments for a page. If you have that piece of paper, it'll be perfect to just use that as your floral decoration on your paper. So I wanted to leave quite a large white border around this photo because this photo isn't the best quality. It was taken a while ago on a bad camera, or bad phone camera at least. Well, at that stage it was, you know, the top of the line phone. But anyway, it's all grainy, and so the photo is smaller than, quite a bit smaller than 4x6. And you can see the coloring and so forth, and I've been speaking about this a lot in my videos lately, of scrapping the photos that you have and not pick monkeying and editing and photoshopping the life out of the photo, and just scrapping what you have and scrapping real life. And even if the photo is a bit yellow, or the photos are old, or the photos are from the 70s and the 60s, or, you know, are older, and from the 80s, and, you know, they're all faded. And even if you want to scrap those photos, those are absolutely fine. However, if it is a serious vintage photo, I do suggest that you scan in the photo and not use the original. That you scan in the photo, and then because those photos are, you know, if they're photos from the 30s or 40s or 50s, I mean, those are really special, and they're often very small, and the paper that they're printed on is very thick, so it's not today's paper. And I think one time I heard a lady saying that she has the absolute heebie-jeebies if she sees people scrapping the actual real photo from the 50s or the 40s or the 30s. You know, she would prefer it if everybody would just scan in their photos. Now, look, it's your layout. I see lots of people just using those photos in any case, and that is absolutely fine. I mean, it's your scrapbook, it's your layout. This is going to last a lifetime. In fact, it's going to last a couple of lifetimes. And just imagine your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren looking through these books. I mean, even if you are long gone, these will be phenomenal for them to look through, to see just a glimpse of your life. And that is what they want to see. They don't want to see the manicured, Instagrammable photos. They want to see what life was like and what it actually represented in the time that you are in. And that is why we are doing this, is to preserve memories, hey? So, and off on my rant now, I'm going to be using some chipboard pieces just to accent some of the colors in the collection, and just to cover in some of those little white bits. There's, you know, I wanted something to be scattered around randomly. And I'm just going to be making sure I'm sticking down my heart cut file down straight. So I'm using my T-square ruler. And I didn't use too much glue to stick it down because of the area it covers. I knew that if I did the top word and the bottom word and a little bit of the middle word, it would glue down very nicely. I didn't use foam adhesive or craft foam behind my photo. I didn't felt it was necessary. However, I did use some not craft foam this time, is it adhesive tape? I've got a wall with the words craft foam and adhesive tape. Foam adhesive. Yes, see, I'm at war. I'm at absolute war with those words. So I'm using foam adhesive tape behind my floral cluster there. And there is Emma, and she's asking who this little girl is, and I'm telling her it's her with her granny, and she was very pleased with the layout, and she told me it's a very pretty layout. So I've got her you know, she likes the layout, and that is all that matters, hey, because this is probably going to go in one of her scrapbook albums of when she was a little girl. So as you can see, I'm still just randomly scattering the chipboard, and I did forget to reinforce the chipboard with some liquid glue. I'm going to have to go back and do that again because, you know, chipboard is famous for falling off after a couple of months or days in your albums. So I'm also going to be coming in with some of those enamel shapes. Now, the yellow is very yellow and the orange is very orange, so I struggle to use some of them. So I did manage to use one of the orange hearts, and however the yellow is quite hectic yellow. It's not the same yellow as in the collection on the papers and so on, and I kind of wish that it was a little bit more muted down. I have used the little yellow dots on another layout. You can see that there aren't any of those little dots left, but they were small enough so that I could use them on a layout. They weren't so overpowering. So I'm going to be bringing in some Heidi Swapp black color shine just to that top right hand corner. I thought something was needed there, and I'm just going to be adding a little bit of a black splatter. So I'm looking at this layout and I'm thinking, okay, well, I need to do my squiggly broken border around the layout, so I'm going to be doing that. But then I thought something was still missing within the words of the cut file. So I just took my Jelly Roll pen and I outlined the inside of the cut file with the Jelly Roll pen. And Jelly Roll pens, me and a Jelly Roll pen, we have a love-hate relationship. So I'm going to be using this to outline the heart, the letters in that. And it's very subtle, but it just makes that little difference. As you can see, you can just see the letters a bit more clearly. And I really loved the way this layout came together. Once I'd backed the cut file and fussy cut that flower, it came together really quickly. And don't be afraid to use such a massive cut file on your layouts. It really makes the layout pop, and it does all the work for you. So if you are interested in this cut file, please follow the link below, and I will see you again soon. Bye.